Hello, my loves. Welcome or welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I am Monica, the Kismet Chemist, and today we are doing a collective reading. This is a timeless reading. It will come to you when it is needed, when it is that you need to hear this message. And I would like to sit here for a moment, and if you would with me, please, take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. I would like to set an intention that the messages that I am coming here to bring to the collective today reach those who need to hear it, help those who need it, and bring more light to those who feel as though they're in the dark. So before I get into the reading, I do want to say at the time of my filming, it is winter and very, very cold. So my office and my filming area is quite cold. So I do have a heater running in the background, so I apologize if there is some background noise. And of course, as always, I have my cats ever present around me, and they are a little rambunctious today because my girls just got back and it is my kids' spring break. So I wanted to put that out there before I got started. So we're actually going to start with this 10 of Cups card. Originally, I wasn't intending on reading tarot. In this reading, I was just going to pull some oracle cards, channel some messages. And then as I was setting my filming area up, it was something felt like it was missing. And I think that in and of itself, I feel very strongly that in and of itself is one of the reasons I'm here. And I've been noticing in my own personal life, but also through the collective, it seems as though there has been this split, this divide of energies. Some of us feel pushed forward to take action, to move fast, to move now. And some of us feel as though we are being called to step back, to step into our own space. In a way, it almost feels as though some are being called to step into the shadows. And that can be very scary. When we are called to shadow work, that is a very daunting thing, especially for those seasoned veterans like myself who know that when you are genuinely called to shadow work, that the divine is saying, it's time to gear up. And as I was setting up and I felt that piece that was missing, I knew it was a tarot deck. And I have just recently gotten this. This is the Intuitive Night Goddess tarot deck. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can find it on Amazon. But I am still learning to work with the cards. I'm still developing my relationship with the cards. And I had no intention of bringing them out to you guys until I felt ready. And they were calling. They were calling. They wanted to sit down and they wanted to talk to you. Spirit wanted to talk through this deck for whatever reason. And I have had a series of pick a cards that I have watched myself and different Pinterest pins and things like that where I have seen this deck come up. And sometimes we can miss the messages, miss the signs. For me, it took me until I got up out of a meditation and realized that what I keep avoiding is this feeling that I have when I sit here and I do this feeling of joy, of gratitude, of community, and of sharing, because I have just come out of shadow work and there is this fear that me being here with you guys is just a little too good to be true. And as I was shuffling to clear the deck and to get connected, I saw the 10 of Cups. And then I saw the 6 of Wands. And then I saw the 10 of Swords, the 6 of Swords. And at the end of it, there it was again. The 10 of Cups, right back where we started. Those were just the cut cards. So the cut cards are when you split the deck and you shuffle. It definitely felt like a message. I'm not going to divine that message. If you're here and you are familiar with tarot, I would ask that you touch into what that could mean for you. I know that that was a message for me, but the 10 of Cups here, this specific 10 of Cups, you can see all these cups, and one interpretation could be they are being lifted up into the heavens, but to me it looks like these cups are raining down. Stars and blessings and magic and even a rainbow are raining down from the higher realms. And these women, mermaids by the looks of them, are sitting in water, and they've got flowers in their hair, and all the flowers are yellow, and yellow is peace and happiness and joy, and that is the essence of the 10 of Cups. The absolute essence is just those feelings, peace and happiness and joy. And we can lose sight of what those things truly feel like at different times in our lives, especially when we get called to shadow work. And I think Spirit wanted me to come here to remind you guys, but also to remind myself, that this is the norm. This is the everything. This is the all, but it is not the destination. This is the journey. This is the process. This is the essence. It is the essence of our souls. The essence of our purpose and our reason for being here. The essence for the times that we can't see this is because we are being reminded that this is the essence. And it is available at all times, in all places. It isn't something that you have to work at and fight for and strive to attain. It is something contained in the very fibers of your being, in the very essence of your soul, in the very core of your heart. This is everything. And it is already in existence within you and within your life. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Okay. Spirit, what else do we have? What messages do you have for the collective? Seriously, look. Anyone who is at this point resisting this, and I can feel that resistance. I can feel it. It's this stance of, but you don't understand. You don't know. Oh, but honey, I do know. And Spirit knows. And your guides know. And your angels know. And your ancestors know. They know. They know. I'm not going to keep this, but the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups. They know. Again, the Three of Pentacles. Is there anything else? Before I pull these out here, I want to show you this. On the back of the deck, what you don't see, what you don't realize is the Ace of Cups. I just heard peace offering. A peace offering. And you don't want it, or you can't feel it, or you can't see it. That's what the Four of Cups talks about, the universe offering something, and he has these three cups, but every time I look at this card, I see these three cups as they're spilled. This one is just this energy of, I'm going to hold tightly with all my might to this one that I have left, because I'm looking at these three that I can't have, and that's not the case. It's about offering peace to yourself. And then we have the other card that's been following me everywhere, which is the Mystic. In this deck, it's the Mystic. In traditional tarot, it is the Hierophant, the Pope, the spiritual teacher, the spiritual leader. In this one, there are two moons, and she's two things in one. There's a book with two keys and colors. Two moons, two keys, and there's this sense of I have to choose one or the other, but she is both. The Mystic is both. Can you not see that you don't have to choose? When you come from the heart, you can be both, you can do both, you can have both. When you believe that you are capable of this. This Ace of Cups now to me feels like this is the essentially the theme of the entire reading. It is a peace offering from Spirit for those that have been fighting, who have lost so much that they feel broken, and I can feel that. Spirit is coming in and saying, I'm bringing a peace offering. Please look here. This is the essence. Remember, this is the essence of who you are, and this is who you have grown into. And I have a past card sitting in my hand. You've been battling. You've been holding on with all your might. You have fought and struggled and fallen and found yourself here. Time and time and time again, you have found yourself in this Eight of Swords energy, trapped and weighed down tied down, wound around with anxiety and stress and fear and sadness and pain. And we're here to bring peace to you. We're here to bring you a peace offering, to help you take this blindfold off and see, to know, to understand, to realize, to ask you that when you are tired and we ask you to rest, when we tell you that you have everything that you need to move forward, to go, to know that you will be supported, to be loved. Hope is a rare commodity. Spirit, what else do they need? We have the card 34, Silence and Snow, and the card 33, Purity and Ice. There was a full snow moon, the full moon in Leo in February. It was the full snow moon, and something that I have been thinking about continually from that is the silence. I grew up in a small town. That silence, that beauty and silence that comes at night, and the snow falling, and the way that it glimmers and shines, and the peace. These are both winter cards, and like I said, I'm in winter. I'm in the northern hemisphere, so it is winter, but for a lot of us, we can lose sight of the magic of the world during the winter. We can lose sight of so much. We can be in this energy because we can't see the greens and the reds and the yellows and the blues and all of that of the spring growth and the summer blossoms. We can't see that, so we can lose sight of it. But when there is silence in the winter, and you can withdraw and hear the silence, it's in those moments that you'll understand that the washing away of things comes when the snow falls. And there is purity in moments in which you feel as though you are being put on ice. I've been there over and over and over again, feeling as though I make tiny steps forward and then boom, no more. And it's confusing and it's hard and it's frustrating. And then you lose sight. You lose sight of the essence of everything. This 10 of Cups, this happiness, this joy, this peace. You lose sight of it. And when you lose sight of that from within, that is when the outside world can come in and impact. That's when the fear comes in. It's when the worry comes in. And I'm not going to paint you a rosy picture. Those moments are terrifying. Those moments are excruciatingly painful. They are soul-crushing feel like you have no purpose, spinning out of control moments. And so when you hit that, Spirit is asking you to slow down, to pause for a moment, to get silent, to get still, and to listen. To listen to the beating of your own heart, if that's all you have to listen to, but stop listening to everything and everyone else, because they're not serving you anymore. It's time for you to serve yourself. Spirit is speaking. Spirit is speaking. Speak truth. Speak truth. The alchemist, the mystic. We're going to shift this up for you. I changed my camera, can you tell? Because it's a lot closer than it normally is. Dare to dream. Connect to heart. And withdraw. Do you guys have a feeling of duality here? No? I could rearrange them, but they go in such an interesting pattern. It's an X marks the spot kind of situation, except I have my cards a little shifted. But when you withdraw, you connect to your heart. You do that by alchemizing or transmuting. You do that by feeling your emotions. You do that by facing your shadow. You do that by embracing your shadow. You do that by learning the lessons. You do that by getting into the nitty-gritty growth that you need to do. You do that by owning your power, standing in your power, but not backing down. And when you connect to your heart, you learn to speak your truth and to dream big. And I know that I get to a point where things get so damn difficult. They get so hard in the outside world that you don't want to dream. You don't want to dream because I had this dream and it didn't work. Or I had that dream and it didn't work. It didn't come through. I can find 1.5 million reasons. My brain has been my biggest battle because I can find all these reasons. Well, I did this and this happened. I did this. Whatever. That was then. And it takes a great, great feat of strength to say, you know what? I am the mystic. I am the alchemist. I own within me. I hold within me the 10 of Cups. So I'm going to dream and dream big. I'm going to speak my truth into existence. And then I'm going to withdraw and connect to my heart every single time. It's like there's this pattern that this is what you need to do on a regular basis. You must be very similar to me. What truth are you keeping from yourself? Now, when I asked that, where did you attach it to in your life? What was that instinct for you to be like, that's not my truth? Or, I'm not going to say that because that's not true. Okay? That area of your life, it's not about your resistance. It's about your projection. It's about your attachment. Whatever it was that immediately got triggered when I said that, because I got bombarded with a multitude of, nope, that's not true, or I don't believe that. Somebody has been telling you something and you have been attaching it to something else. You have been projecting it outward. And Spirit is asking you to connect to your heart, because if you don't withdraw, this is going to continue to build. It's going to continue to build. And I have Vision Aphrodite with the card 8. I just heard aha moment. This one? Yeah. Okay. Success. Well done. And then one more. There is one more in here, isn't there? Is there one more? Yep. 24 lust. I was hoping to avoid this. And then we have 37 cycles on the back, and that is, yeah. Okay. Okay. The reason why I was hoping to avoid it is because I just don't like talking about relationships, but apparently we're going to talk about relationships here. So when I said, where is the place that you attach that to? Where did you project that onto? A lot of what I felt was relationships. Like, I'm not going to leave my relationship. I'm not going to, like, that kind of energy. That's not the point here. The lust card is not actually about lust in this situation. The lust card in this is about what you are looking at as though you want it. You want to attain it. You want to contain it, I think is what contain it, or possess it. Possess it. There's another word and I can't. You want to own something, essentially. You want to be the purveyor of power. There's a difference between lust and desire. When you look at something and you say, I want that, and I want that because someone else has it, or I want that because the world will see it this way, the world will see me this way, or I want that because I don't have it. That's you lusting after something. That's you looking at something as though you're lacking, and so you have to take. You have to struggle. You have to grab and I'm seeing like a tug of war. It's like tug of war, but you're playing tug of war with yourself. You have this vision of success, and it's overtaking your entire being. And it's not about the success, because if you've had the vision of success, then it's guaranteed for you. It's about what it is that you're looking at as though you have to have it, as though you have to take it from someone else, as though you have to control it or possess it or hold dominion, hold power over it, because that's not success. It's not failure, but it's not success. It just, to me, it feels tainted if you look at it that way. And so you attach this inner fear of, it's got to be my relationship, it's got to be this, it has to be that, I don't want to do that. And then fear bubbles, and the more that fear bubbles, the less you can hear spirit. The more fear bubbles, the less you trust. The more fear bubbles, the less peace you have. The more fear that bubbles and bursts out of you, the less you remember that your essence is joy and happiness. You are made of love and you are meant to love, and that which you love is meant for you. This isn't, there's no pieces and steps and logic that's going to go into this. And you have to stop putting the logic into it. Because your logical mind is not helping you anymore, it's hurting you, and you need to get connected to your heart. An alchemist mixes two things and makes a completely new thing. The mystic is two things in one. Your happiness rains down from the heavens. Like, there are so many platitudes going through my head that just feel like spirit is being like feeding platitudes right now. Even though I hate platitudes, it's like you need to understand that this vision you have of yourself as being just ordinary, as being incapable, or you're looking at other people and like, they're better than me. How do I get that good? Number one, if you think that anyone is better than you are, then you need to figure out why you're diminishing yourself. But if you think anybody is better than you are, then fight for what you feel like you are or you deserve. Then get out there and get your hands dirty. Get to work. Do it. Do it now. For the other part of you, if you think somebody's better than you and it defeats you, do not stay down. Get up. And yeah, maybe to your perception, it is easy for me to say that because I don't know what you're going through. But I want you to remember that perception goes both ways. Which means that there are many things that none of us realize about each other. So we make snap judgments and decisions and opinions, and we form them on the basis of we know, but we don't. We see only what we choose to see. We see what is presented to us. You see this table here. You see this table, and maybe the perception is that my life is super fancy and super great, but you don't know my struggles. I could go on to, for instance, Chloe Taylor's videos and watch one, and I could sit there and go, you know, she is so much more advanced and so much more progressed than me, and I'll never get that, and I just wish I could be like her or anything like that. But I don't know her struggles. When you look at something like you want to be that, or you want to do that, or you want to attain something, attain, that's the word. Sorry. Attain is the word I was looking for. I may have said it, but I can't remember, but attain is the word I was looking for. You want to attain something, but you're looking at it from the viewpoint that somebody else has it, and so you want what they have. You're not seeing yourself or your potential or your progress clearly, but you're also not actually seeing them. Because unless you live inside their heart and their mind and their soul, and you live inside their world and you know exactly what is going on at every single point in time, you don't. None of us do. None of us do. We postulate, we guess, we think, we formulate opinions and beliefs based off of patterns and perceptions. But none of us truly know anyone else. because we do not live within them. We live within ourselves. If you think about it that way, think about opening yourself up to somebody else to just walk right into your heart, walk right into your mind, and listen to the thoughts that you have. How would you feel? Somebody who looks up to you. What about somebody who looks down on you? Do you think that they would want you in their thoughts? No, because guaranteed the perception is wrong. That is why the biggest thing that the alchemist can ever do, that the mystic can ever do, is to stop looking outside and start looking within. And trust me, that is one of the most hated things that I heard for the first year and a half of my second spiritual awakening. I don't know how many it's been. But regardless, like, that was one of the worst things, because there is no guidebook for going within. How do you go within? I don't know. I can't even tell you. I can't tell you. There's plenty of theories and techniques, but you're unique to you, so find the way in. You know you. You know you. Don't doubt that. You know you, which means you know what you need to do. Whether you're in the group that is being called to be withdrawn and to connect to your heart, or if you are in the group that is being called to come forth and to take action, either way, this energy is creating conflict and illusions. There is a difference between passion and lust, a difference between desire and lust, a difference between intent and love and truth and lust. It is about choosing passion over attainment of something because somebody else looks some way that you want to look. Boy, I tell you what, it did not feel like a peace offering just now. And I kind of feel this sense of like, well, what do I do now? Where do I go from here? I came here for help. What do I do now? If that's how you're feeling, what you do is you take the blindfold off and you open yourself up to accept the cup. Open yourself up to accept the peace offering. In whatever way it takes, in whatever form it takes, don't look for it, don't fight for it, don't determine that it has to be one way, but just say, okay, I want to see myself. I want to know myself. And from there, that's what you do. I feel this massive rush of love all of a sudden, and I just got tingles all down my left side, and my hands are tingling, and I am going to offer this right now. I didn't intend on it, but because of the way that energy works, it will flood back. I am going to attach Reiki to this message. I feel very much as though it's needed, and I am going to say, if you are open to accepting it, at the end of this video, Speak with Spirit, speak with your guides, and they will bring it in for you. And that is my gift to you after this, because I can feel how hard this has been. I can feel in the center of my chest, I can feel this losing hope and pain and sadness and brokenness. I can feel it, but you're not broken. And Spirit wanted to bring you guys peace. So I am here to be the conduit for that. At the end of this, if you have made it this far and you choose to, when you click off of this video, all you really need to do is just sit and say, Spirit and Spirit guides, please, I welcome in the energy from the video, from Monica, from you. Please let it flow through me. And the only intention I am putting into this, all of this, is peace. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for continuing to try to move forward, to learn the lessons, to just keep going. And just thank you for being you. I love you all. You guys know the drill as far as what I usually say at the end, but this message just, it needs to be how it is. And I just want to say thank you for being here. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.